anything's gonna happen in like a year if this stuff keeps up.
You know what? I think about that all the time. What's gonna happen a year if this keeps up? I'm scared about the layoffs. Very scared about the layoffs. Yeah.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to the channel. For those of you new here, my name is Evan, and you are watching The Evan Show. Today we're going to be doing an episode of Hamilton Talks, which is just simply where I go around downtown, around Gore Park, Jackson Square, and give people an open platform to say whatever the heck they want. And anyways, without further ado, let's have at it. Grab the mic if you'd like.
All right, what do you want me to talk about? Anything special? Or?
Anything on your mind. You can talk about anything that's going on in the world, anything you think people should hear.
God, they're not going to like what I say. Anyways, you ready?
Yep.
Yes, today is Thanksgiving Day, and I'm giving thanks to God for us to be alive here. And I'm living in this city. My name is Abul, and I like this city. I love you guys. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Gary Watson. I just want to say I'm thankful for my little boy that was just born on May the 2nd. I hope he keeps doing well. And I'd just like to say thank you to everyone that helped him get better. And I'd like to wish everyone in Hamilton a happy Thanksgiving.
My name's John Paul. I'm here speaking my opinion, just mine. Homeless, veteran, don't drink, don't do drugs, 28 years, thanks to Jesus Christ my Lord. But there are people out here getting $2,000 every month, thanks to Justin Trudeau, I should say. And he is giving the money to them, which they're supposed to spend on food and lodging, but you know and I know they're not. They're the ones that think they're entitled. Anybody in the armed service is not entitled, apparently, for some reason. But I'm out here begging, trying to get a place, 20 tunies from 20 people to help get a place to stay, but that's okay. Nobody's obligated, let's face it. And it's a hard life. And I'm sure there's people worse off than me. I just wish the government would treat people more respect and change things so that they're proper.
We have 4 or 5 shelters in Hamilton for women, and 2 of the shelters are for women with children only, and that is for battered women fleeing abusive relationships. The woman has to live with the abuser in order to get into the shelter. The other shelters are the same. They're not geared for homeless women. They're geared for women without children who are battered and fleeing abuse. But again, you have to live with the guy who is abusing you. You can't just go to the shelter being beat up and asked to get in. You have to be in that living situation, needing to get out. When you try and get into a women's shelter, you need to call maybe 8 times a day. And they'll be like, there's no bed available, call back. There's no bed available, call back. And you have to do this every day for months. Eventually you will hear, this isn't a shelter for homeless women. This is just a shelter for abused women. Within Ontario, some shelters are for abused and some are just for homeless. In Hamilton, no. If a homeless woman is lucky enough to get into a shelter, normally we're out within 1 or 2 days.
What are you thinking about?
I'm just thinking about everything, like with the church service thing, and a little bit of everything that's going on, I suppose. You don't see too many people anymore. There used to be lots of people in the park and that. It's hardly anybody now, but it's good to have the church thing as well, like to bring some people together here.
And we're live. Hi, my name is Sion Leslie, pastor of Acts Community Worship Center. We're here in Gore Park with turkey dinner for the homeless, and we're just so happy that we're able to do that and to give back to our community. Happy Thanksgiving. God bless you.
If you're a homeless woman, you can't. It's almost impossible to get in a shelter. Right now with COVID, it's not like that because by law, they have to house people, but the ones of us that are already have been banned before COVID cannot get in. The other homeless women now are in hotels because each hotel has a floor that's now taken over by a shelter. So right now you will find homeless women within the shelter system because of COVID, but before COVID it was for battered women only, not for homeless women. And if you talk to 1,000 of us, you'll hear the exact same thing that I'm telling you. And then when you get thrown out in the snow, the rain, a blizzard, you don't even get your stuff back. They just literally throw you out the door, throw some of your things out, and you're missing half your stuff anyway. Being in a shelter is hard. They'll try and like fight with you to get a reaction, and then once they get a reaction, you're out. So you have to be very mindful when you're in a shelter that they do this a lot, and it's best to just keep quiet so that you don't get kicked out, because you could get kicked out for no reason at all.
Hi, so me and my brothers were just here today on behalf of Sister in Sync. We're just giving back to the community today because it's Thanksgiving time and a lot of people don't have warm meals or families to share a meal with. So we're just giving back to the community today, giving out hot, warm meals for people who are less fortunate than us, and what better way to do it than with your family. So we're just really happy to be here today, and we wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving.
I'm originally from Nova Scotia, and I came back here a while back and settled down now, but I miss it. I miss Nova Scotia. Both my parents died, one with cancer and the other one just old age, and so it just pretty well took my family out. I had a brother who had been in North End for 30 years, and he passed away in his sleep, and he was my youngest brother. So I have another one who's in Yorwick's out west. I haven't seen him 14 years, so I don't even know if he's alive now or what. Like, I don't hear nothing from son, the oldest of the brothers, and I think I'm going to probably make it with my father because he died in his 80s, so he's seen his life mostly. So I hope I live be that long to keep the family going. My mother, she passed away with 3 brain tumors of cancer. So anybody that if I ever donate money to, that'd be one place I would be doing it, be for cancer people. Because there's so much of that going around now. Like young people are getting it. You have a friend one day, the next day you hear that it's passed on, or don't know why, or some things are really confusing about people that's close to you and stuff. So I just try to do the best I can, like just make every day neat. Like every day I come down, I got a hole in my lung and stuff, and my breathing isn't the hottest, but I'm doing okay with it. I just have to go get my exercise every day by walking and stuff. I was in the bodybuilding way back, and I lost a lot because where I had a knife put through me, and I had to take my ribs out in Halifax. 2 of my ribs from my front right to my spine. So I pretty well have to keep on going all the time, like exercising every day and stuff. I'd still ride my bike. I had scooters. I got rid of them because that's just something I figured that you end up sitting on. You never want to get off again, and you're going to put on the weight. I'm into music, I'm into dancing. No matter what my legs are, the operations and stuff I had, I still, in my mind, I still wait for that day to come where they're going to have music again and dancing. I won 2 years ago down in the Bay. I won 2 competitions, and they give us certificates and stuff, no frills and stuff like that, grocery gifts, but that was nice because there was hundreds of people there and they were all dancing. There was only 2 of us that come out on top of it. So that made me think if I can still do that now, I can still do it if they get something back here again with music and stuff. So Like I was a fisherman back in Nova Scotia, like hand lining cod and haddock. I was in banning lobsters for 5.5 years. That's where I lost wore the cartridges out of my knees out to sea, and I couldn't fish anymore.
What brought you over here?
I got a daughter back here. She's got kids. Brought me back because she couldn't get down there to see me, so I more or less come up here. I got a daughter back in Nova Scotia too. I talk to her. It's mostly just what keeps me going every day is being able to be around my grandchildren and my daughter. And I'll be 65 in Remembrance Day, so pension coming up. My mother, she passed away just at 65. Yeah, and she never got to see her old age pension. I was living at home with her when that happened. She passed away in Halifax Hospital. Yeah. I got a chance to be there with her for that, like anyhow, like, yeah, no, I just hope for the best for everybody out there. Love everybody. And just be strong. Whatever. Okay.
Carol Ann's place, was awesome. Everybody was like, yay, go to Carol Ann's place at night. But what the city didn't realize was it's COVID now, so it's 12 ladies. But last year and the year before, only 10 women were allowed to sleep inside at night in the winter. And I don't think the city realized that when it was on the news and in the newspaper. We had to run to the door, run to 75 McNabb Street. And the first 10 women that got to the door were the ones that were allowed to sleep on the floor in the gym. The rest were just kicked right outside. It didn't matter. It was a cold weather alert. Nothing mattered. We were just thrown out. So now there's 12 women because of COVID. We don't have a lot. We don't have shelters like the men do, They have, the Mission, the Sally Ann, the Good Shepherd, and they just go there at night and say, can I have a bed? And it's sure, come on in. Then they have their curfew, and if they respect that, and, it's not like that for women. We don't have big shelters like that. The truth's never really been out there. Sad, and it needs to change because it's cold out here for people, right?
And let's get rid of this sickness. Everybody wear your mask for 60 days relentlessly, and we can beat this disease. We're Canadians. We're tough. That's what we're all about. We can make it happen. So let's try and do this and look after the people that are out here. And let's hope that the Lord Jesus returns very soon and protects us from this evil that's in the world. With that said, that's about all I could say. And happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and God bless all.
Well, to all the folks out there, I wish them happy Thanksgiving. I hope it's a real good one. And God bless you all. And stay safe and warm. Back to you.
Pursue what you love and stay minty, and happy Thanksgiving. And also, if you want to leave a comment or share this with your friends or subscribe, that'd also be amazing.